Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 79, and today I have some pay dirt all the way from Scotland in the UK, and this stuff is called Goldwise. And the way I found this, it was actually on the Facebook page Gold Panning UK, Scotland, Wales, England, and Europe. It's run by the admin, Mr. Mark Wiseman right there. And Mark is always posting over on this page about his pay dirt. So I went to some measures to go ahead and acquire some of this stuff. Now, he doesn't tell you the price, he doesn't tell you how much gold is in it or anything like that. You do have to PM the guy in order to get prices and information on how to pay him. But like I said, there's no guaranteed amount of gold in here. That's it's a red flag, and I don't really know how much gold is going to be in here, but the bag weighs about 1 pound. So this bag of Goldwise Paydirt costs $50 US plus $15 shipping to the United States. Now that shipping cost is going to vary, obviously, depending on where you are, but I ended up paying a total of $65 US, or that's about 53 pounds. So this is the very first Scottish pay dirt that I'm doing on my channel. This is for all my European guys. If you are from Europe, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Let me know you're here by leaving a comment. And we're gonna go take this out to the panning station. We'll see if it's a good deal for all you guys over there in the UK or elsewhere in the world. I'm sure you could ship it worldwide. But anyway, let's take this out to the panning station. We'll chop it open and we'll take a closer look at it. All right, here's our pay dirt bag. And as you can see on the back, maybe you can't. I did see some earlier. I saw some visible gold right through the bag here. That's always a good sign when you see visible gold before you even start. You can see here it's been heat sealed on these nice little black Mylar bags here. It also comes with a card. There's his information if you're interested. So there it is, the Goldwise Scottish pay dirt. Let's take a look at it in a pan. Nice. Okay, let's rip it open here. We'll pour it out. See how it looks. All right, looking down into the bag, it looks like we have a lot of rough rocks. It kind of looks like crushed granite to me, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and pour it out and get a closer look. First thing I noticed was a few pieces of shiny, really shiny pieces of mica, maybe pyrite, maybe some fool's gold in there as well. That's always a pretty common thing to find. All right, so since there's not too much pay dirt here and a lot of it looks pretty fine, we're going to use the 20 Mesh Classifier here. All right, here we have our plus and minus 20 mesh. Now, I'm not really sure where we're gonna find most of our gold. I think we're gonna start with the smaller stuff and we'll save the best for last, hoping that we'll get a nice big nugget here. But before we do any panning, I wanna see what kind of magnetic stuff we're gonna be able to pull out of here. All right, so the reason we wanna remove the magnetic stuff from here before we get it wet is because if we remove the magnetic stuff now, it'll be a lot easier rather than when doing it while wet. While it's wet, the black sands that are in here tend to clump up and trap little pieces of gold, which is pretty counterproductive. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and remove the magnetite with this strong neodymium magnet inside of a silver dollar tube. And it sounds like there's a lot. I mean, this is as much black sand as I got from that entire bucket of Felix pay dirt. If you haven't watched that video, definitely check that one out. That is a lot of black sand for a small bag of pay dirt. I'm going to take the magnetic stuff and put it in a separate pan. Wow, there's a lot of black sand in here. There's still some black sand in here. It's just not magnetic. Oh, maybe it is. It's just less magnetic, I guess. See that? Alright, that's good enough. We don't have to go crazy with it. It just makes it a lot easier during the panning process to remove that black sand, because that black sand is mostly iron, magnetite, hematite and stuff, which is very heavy, and when panning the gold back, that black sand likes to stick and mix with that. So yeah, the more we remove now, the easier it's going to be. Let's see if there's any black sands or magnetic stuff here in the bigger stuff. Surprisingly, we got a lot. That's just highly mineralized pebbles right there. Look at all that. Wow, even the mica, these little chunks of shiny mica, even that's coming up. That's insane. And now, just so you guys know, this step really isn't necessary, but a lot of you guys like the magnet part of the videos, and it does make it a lot easier for me. So it's kind of cheating, kind of not. It's just an extra step that I like to take. It's kind of satisfying. Alright, so here's our magnetic stuff. As you can see, we've got like equal parts of plus 20 mesh and magnetic, which is pretty crazy. That's a pretty big amount right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to pan all three out. This one, of course, is going to be the most difficult, but we're going to start off with, let's do the big stuff first. So let's bring over Crusty Rusty here. So we're going to add water and some surfactant. This is just jet dry. I prefer jet dry because it doesn't sud up like regular soap, but regular soap will work just as well. Alright, let's check it out, see if we got any gold in the big stuff. Hey, we do have a piece of gold. It disappeared. There's at least one big flake in here. There's also a couple lead BBs in here. Check this out. I have no doubt that this stuff is like actual concentrates. Because not only are they lead shot, but they're also, you can tell that they've been in water for a long time. They have that gray color to them that I find out in the rivers here. But there is some gold in here too. There's more gold in here than I expected. Wow, that's pretty good. It's pretty difficult to separate too. These are all really heavy rocks, so this pay dirt's a lot of fun actually. So let me clean this up a little better and I'll show you exactly what we got. I'll remove this stuff. Alright, so as I was cleaning all the gold out, as you can see there's no more gold or lead in here. I did notice there's a bunch of garnets. And I know that the video quality isn't the best right now. I'm filming at night with some studio lights, but there's some garnets in here, those red dots. I'm going to pick out the bigger ones, and we'll have those, a nice high resolution shot of those at the end of the show. I'll just pick out the bigger ones, but yeah, a lot of big garnets. And here's our gold from our plus 20 mesh. Pretty nice. I wasn't expecting that much. Otherwise, I would have panned the smaller stuff first, but yeah, that's really good. All right, let's pan the small stuff and see how we do there. Another thing I noticed about this pay dirt is you can see that it's still organic, got a lot of dust in there, and as I poured it off I noticed there was little flashes of mica and stuff in there too, maybe pyrite, and I can see a lot of it right here. I crushed up mica. Alright, let's keep panning this down. So right now we're starting to get down to the black sands. That's not magnetic, and that is a lot. Now, normally you wouldn't want to pan that just like this. You'd want to take a spoonful at a time. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to risk losing any gold. I don't want to go any further than that really, because this black sand, the gold could be mixed in with that, and we obviously don't want to pan it off. About that much. Oh yeah, lots of gold in here. Right here on the side you can see plenty of small flour gold and stuff. Maybe I grabbed too much with that one spoonful. This is going to be very difficult. Actually, I think I'm going to take about half of this and try again. Yep, this, I would consider this pay dirt on the high end of, you know, being more challenging. I mean, this stuff is, you got to be patient with it, do a little bit at a time. Okay, so because this pay dirt is so difficult, as I see the gold, I'm going to grab it with a snuffer bottle. I usually do that when there's pay dirt with a lot of black sand. Any kind of concentrates, especially when I go panning in the river. I get lots of black sand here in Colorado, and the most efficient way to get your gold and not waste time is to just grab the gold as you see it while you're doing this process here. But man, we got a lot of small gold in this classification. A lot of garnets in here too, smaller garnets. So we have about that much more to go. I'll keep you updated, and let's pan it out. Oh wow, shaking this back, look at all that gold. And if you're in Europe, this is probably, I mean, I don't know of any other European pay dirt companies other than redig.de, but this is really chunky gold, man. Also, while I'm thinking about it, if anybody knows any European pay dirt companies that I haven't done yet, let me know down in the description and I'll try to get some. Yeah, we got a nice amount of gold in there. I'm just gonna grab it as I see it. Yeah, I think we got most of it. I'll keep panning it until I am 100% sure. But yeah, definitely take your time with this stuff. On a scale of 1 to impossible, you're at a easy 8 here. There's one piece that we missed right there. All right, so we got everything in a snuffer bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and empty this out. Actually, I'm gonna empty this out and clean it up a bit, and then I'll show you guys the gold I got. Oh, I totally forgot about our magnetic stuff. We'll do about half of it at a time. There's probably no gold in here, but I do like to pan it out just in case. Whenever I remove the magnetic stuff and it's dry, I never find gold, but if I do it while it's wet, I always find gold. Yeah, I think we're good here. All right, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this out. I'll show you the gold, and yeah, let's check it out. Well, we're still cleaning this stuff out, and man, I had to go through it like 4 or 5 times already, and this black sand just, oh, that time it cleaned up, of course, on camera. Cool.
So we got 0.386 grams of 24 karat. I know Scottish gold is very pure anyway. Normally gold from the United States that I find in my bags of pay dirt and in nature, depending on what part of the state, depending on the geology, I've found it anywhere from 14 karat all the way up to a little better than 18 karat. But over in Scotland and like New Zealand and Australia, the gold is more pure over there. But regardless, I would call it 24 karat purity because you can resell this natural placer gold for that amount back to pay dirt vendors if you wanted to. So the spot price of gold today is $1,704, and we got $21.15 worth of gold back. Now, I don't know if you would consider that a return on investment. A lot of people say, well, it's not return on investment, you're losing money. So how could it be a return? It's actually a negative return. But the way I look at it is, you know, you're putting money into it, and this is how much money you're getting back from it. That is the top thing that I look for when I'm going through Paydirt. The return on investment for this is about a little less than 50%. I'm not going to put in the shipping cost because I'm in the United States and it costs $15 to ship here. I don't know what he charges to other people in Europe and stuff, so you'll have to take that into consideration as well. So before I end the show, I'd like to give a big shout out to 5 brand new Major Credit Patreon supporters. Those people are Hyperbam, Stuart Kinney, Kirk Hutchison, Adam at Beard Pop, and George Porter. 5 brand new Major Credit Patreon supporters. I couldn't believe it. You guys were rolling in with these donations, and it's much appreciated. If it wasn't for you guys, of course, I wouldn't be able to make these shows. And of course, you guys will have your name in the credits at the end of each video, along with all the perks for the $10 guys, $5 guys, and the $1 guys. If anybody else is interested in supporting the show, there's links in the description to Patreon. You can also buy shirts and everything down in the description. And I do have a new shirt design coming up, and that one's gonna be pretty awesome. Someone in the comments came up with a really cool idea, one of my sayings in one of my videos, and as soon as he said you should make a shirt for that, I thought of it as like, yeah, that's a cool idea. So right now I'm working on the graphic design and everything, and that shirt should be on Bonfire pretty soon. So looking at analytics, I know that most of you guys have already stopped watching the video, so if you're still watching, thanks so much. I did notice that 73% of the people that view my videos aren't even subscribed. So if you happen to be one of those people, please hit the subscribe button. I do put out a new video every week. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up. It helps the show a lot. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.